don't think. I mean, it would be fun to go explore it, but I don't think I want to go down there in my SRV. Looks like it would be hard to find the way back out, or at least looks like that way does not lead back out. These red rocks are amazing. This planet is red, very red, and I picked this spot because it was like a light spot on there.
Landing gear retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
Cargo scoop.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I forget. I think it was iron, which I'm way over on iron now. And I want to say it was magnesium, maybe, out there. Something like that. I need to I don't know, I wasn't even really going anywhere. I just had some route mapped to just kind of zip around, but I'm actually going to reorder that. Oh, I had it mapped back to Carthage just to see how far back it was from home. Only 1,400. Let's see what I want to do here, though. I don't necessarily want to come back this way, though. What's up, pussycat? Come here. What are you crying about? Yeah, you. Mickey, what's going on, buddy? Come here. Yeah, you. Come here. Maybe I'll come back to see a lot of it. I have to go see what my cat is up to. This is driving me nuts. Of course, it's after I'm already fucking flying away that he has to go making noise. I have to go see if he's okay. Singing, buddy. You're okay. See? Daddy's right here. Come sit with me. Come on, baby. He has this call that sounds like hello, hello, and I don't know if it could be even heard on the mic or not, but it makes me like instantly want to go figure out what's wrong with him, and he's just standing there. There's nothing wrong with him. He's like, play with me, motherfucker. I'm like, okay. But you need to bring the toy here, because I'm not moving my ass out of this chair. I'm trying to fly a mission. Or explore. But he's a cat and doesn't care. I'm just going to head back to Carthage. So new things with my ship since the last time I broadcast. I swapped out 5A and 6A components. I did have
Fuel scooping.
6A was the cargo, or 6 whatever was the cargo, and
Fuel scooping complete.
5 was the fuel scoop. And I switched that out and made 6 the fuel scoop, and holy shit, I mean, it fuels fast, very fast. Let's see what we got here. It's unexplored, so it's all mine if I want it. Anything worth finding? Not really. It has an interesting color to it. It's just a gas giant, though. Could be an ammonia world, but kind of on the lazy side. Lazy side right now, and if it's not a water world or an earth lake, I may just skip right past it. We'll see. Case by case basis. Whatever tickles my fancy, that's what I'm out here doing, so.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I was just commenting on the video here. I noticed somebody signed on. Hello, if you're still there. I was commenting that I recently upped my fuel scoop to a 6. It was a 5. And it's much more like now I fly past and kind of suck in the star unless I mean, go down to its max suckage here. I may not even get there before I'm done. I couldn't get there. 870 something is the max suck on this, the input on this fuel scoop, and I barely have the time to actually get there with most jumps because it's done. Just, I mean, that was it. I filled, you know, 1/8 of my tank, 1/4 of my tank, whatever. I didn't even bother to ping the system yet. So it's quite the change to have that for the fuel scoop instead of the cargo. I mean, I'm not carrying anything out here. What am I got this fucking 6 cargo hold for? And it was because I was running missions. I just didn't think to swap it out for anything else. So headed on over to Founder's World and just like kitted this baby out. And then I'll let myself jump first here. Then I did a engineers. And I used it already had a grade 5 upgrade to it. You know, nice jump, decent jump range. It's my second best 5. Whoa! It's my second best level grade 5, rank 5, whatever. Is this gonna give me any fuel? No, it's not. That's interesting. I would jump in here. There must be another star here because I'm sorted on FA and G systems. Yeah. It's out there. I'm not gonna bother. I have enough fuel, as I'm saying. What I was saying is I redid my grade 5 and it went from 44 to 47.1. So, and 50 if I were totally empty. I'll take it. And I'm done modifying this particular jump engine. I guess I can apply different experimentals if I wanted to, but I chose the thermal one, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I like the new engineering system. I like it a lot. takes all the random crap. It seems to, anyways. I think take all the random crap out, and it's just a building system. There may still be some, like, you know, how many times you have to roll to fill the 55% or whatever it is for the grade 5. Let me shut up here and just do my thing here. With this bug that has the
Fuel scooping.
throttle here, I'm gonna get in here. Hold on. 878. I mean,
Fuel scooping complete.
zip. Yeah. I don't think that was even a minute. Usually I honk and get to the star at the same time, but I'm so busy now paying attention to, like, not burning up in there because I want to get as deep as possible and be done with it. And I could stop, but I don't give a shit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any
4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think I actually want to take it to Carthage when I get there, because cash in all this Explorer data. I say all this, it'll be only about 4,000 light years worth of Explorer data.
Fuel scooping.
Around systems to build up rep with different, or influence with different
Fuel
locals.
scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Too slow.
2, 1.
Let's see how many jumps there were left. It's probably something like 40, something like that. Between 35 and 40, I think, to get back to Carthage or Kamada, depending on where I end up. Back to the bubble, shall we say. What do I got here? 26. That's what I was saying. This fucking bug that when you jump in the system and it keeps your thruster forward. I'm using a HOTAS, a joystick with a thruster, thrust module on the left. Hands-on throttle and stick is what that stands for. HOTAS. And I have muscle memory built in where, from, fucking exploring for too damn long, and the number 4 of the countdown, I pull back on the throttle and it to 0, and then when I jump into the system, I have no forward momentum. Well, there's a bug where if you even after you do that, you jump into the system and even though your HOTAS is set to 0, you're still at full throttle. So I gotta wait until I jump into the system, then throttle back. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So you can't. Let's see what happens. You can't jump without being throttle forward. I could jump out of.
Ready to engage.
I could go out of faster than light travel. Actually, it's an interesting point. Let's try that. Okay, because I could do this. FSD's cool down.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, with a boost, instead of throttle up, with a boost, I can enter hypercruise, whatever, hyperspace. This.
Ready to engage.
When I do, I wonder, see, if I put the throttle forward, that stick moves forward, see it? So, That should not be forward at all. It's right now not forward. Okay, it just jumped forward on its own to the top of the thing. I did not move my HOTAS at all from the 0 position. When I enter the system, I'll be in Super Cruise, I believe, and I think I'm going to be going full throttle. I think it's a bug. I'm not. I'm in Super Cruise, but I'm not at full throttle. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So is this operating as intended? That's a really good question. Is it so that we can't,
Fuel scooping.
you know, set it and go and, you know, go take a piss or whatever? Not to be crude, or to be
Fuel
crude.
scooping complete.
But if that's the case, that's kind of a bullshit thing to do to people that have been playing your sim for so long. Now change the way the fucking fundamental operation of the. We'll see, I guess, with, you know, whatever the next update is, whether or not it fixes back. But here's what my typical behavior is. See, I'm at full throttle, right, while entering hyperspace. I pull back on the stick at 4. I now my thrust is now at 0. Should be. But because of the frame shift, it bumped it all the way forwards, right? When I come out, it should be zeroed, but it won't be. It'll be at the top as if I had my thruster going, see? I like that. To change that, I can just thrust just a tiny fraction of a bit on the thruster, and it resets it down to 0. So I think it's just not reading it when it's, you know...
Fuel scooping complete.
There we go. When we're in hyperspace, like it bit of code is being skipped or something that isn't letting it. Did I bump this? I did not. There's only one other thing, and it's just going to be a sun, and it's not worth. And it's already Panera Android, I think is how that might be said. Anyways,
Drive charging.
I'm babbling. Space madness. 47.15. So this is almost a complete jump. 47.1. Like the max my ship is capable of.
2, 1.
So I've got what, 8 of those in my fuel bar over there. That was at full, and it just used 1 jump's worth of fuel. That's about maybe 8, maybe 9 jumps. If I were to, you know, go without fuel. Yawn, excuse me. Why am I not? Oh, it's a T-Towery star. It's not going to give me fuel. Like, why am I not getting fuel from this star I'm almost dancing against here?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, and I do notice too that my HOTAS appears to be getting less responsive. I want to say that rather than breaking, because I don't know. Sometimes I'll be pushing a button and it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Pretty soon here, I'm going to be buying a new. I'm on a PlayStation 4 right now. I'm going to be buying a new computer, PC, and Oculus Rift to be doing this in virtual reality. And at that point, I'm then also going to get a, you know, fancy HOTAS. One little, you know, it's supposed to actually, the one I'm looking at is way too much money, but it looks exactly like the ones in the cockpit here, and that is a selling point. Seriously, it looks, I guess, just like, with all the options. You see all the different, you know, 2 different hats, off switch and da 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 and all that, and then over here the buttons on the thruster itself. I'm told pictures I see looks pretty damn much the same, other than the red thing over the middle hat. That's the only thing. It's the only difference that I didn't see in it, you know, or thing that wasn't there. Um, I think that's kind of cool
Three, two, one.
if I could be in VR, especially if I want to show friends. So the idea is you sit them down and you say, okay, you see the joystick there, grab it, and you're suddenly able to see the joystick move with your hand, because I'll demo this in a second here. As I look down, I can see, whatever I'm doing with the joystick, my character reflects that,
Fuel
as
scooping.
well as the throttle. And normally, your avatar kind of makes, they call it idle hands gestures, animations. So when you're not doing anything
Fuel
actively with
scooping
either
complete.
stick, your character will do little animations like, flex their palm or whatever. You can turn that off so that the hands in the game stay on. So you're then, if your hands are on it, it's matched. So I don't know, I'm babbling. The system's Y C59. Interesting. Do I care? Nah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging. 21 jumps. 21 jump streets. Okay, I'll be there in half an hour unless I find some cool stuff along the way.
4, 3,
This is really just a
2,
jaunt to see how the new fuel scoop works. It does a beautiful job. I'm very happy with my ship right now. Yeah, I could. There's some things that the new engineers I want to do. Each of the modules that I currently have modded, I want to redo all of them because that makes them better. I like the new engineers, their end results. It's less random, more predictable it seems, and just makes a lot more
fuel
sense.
scooping complete.
At least in my little brain, it made more sense. 9 things. Watch me find an Earth like at 20,000. No, not even a new system.
Frameshift drive charging.
What I'm saying is my luck will be, I'll find an Earth like, or even better, like a two of them side by side, but they'll be like 130,000 light seconds out. There's a 20-minute trip. Fuck. I want it. Like I said, I don't have any real goal. I'm just kind of out zipping around. The only goal is to get back to the bubble by 3 hours from now, so not in any big rush. So if I get there in the next half hour, 45 minutes, that's cool. If not, that's fine too. Yeah, see, my new habit, and it's already pretty much in muscle memory, is to keep my hand on the thruster while we're in hyperspace there, and then as soon as I hear the of entering, um, I'm not getting any fuel from this bitch. As soon as I hear the sound of entering the system, my hand comes back to zero net. That seems to reset it just fine. There's nothing here.
Frameshift drive charging.
So my hand is now forward, and it's still forward, and it will remain forward on 4, 3, 2, 1, jump. Wait all the way to the end of the jump, and then as it goes, and my hand snaps back to 0.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Because otherwise I fly into a fucking star. I need to check my routing, make sure I don't have, because that's like the T towers now. Not in a row, but enough that I noticed it.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping. I like this voice.
Fuel scooping complete.
So that was 3 jumps, or 2 or 3 jumps right there worth of fuel, and it just boom and done. Yeah, that's interesting. Somebody's been here. Dumbledore's
Frameshift
already
drive charging.
Hey Maggie, that's my co-pilot, kitty girl, huh? Hey baby,
3,
don't chew that wire.
1.
Hello. Hello. What you doing? You want to jump up here and mess with my joystick? Sleepy. Boom. Cans. Get rhythm here.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping complete.
Unexplored, but really nothing that I want. And yeah, they already took all the inner stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's what I wanted to check. Make sure I actually have my. I must have full routing on because it's was over 1,000 light years, so I would have been able to do the economy. I was flying in economy just to like hit as more systems, you know, having more things to, more chances to see things when we're out. But it made it a long 2,000 light years out, and almost 3,000 last night. But
Fuel scooping.
yeah, it was fun, but it's a long way back. Cause,
Fuel scooping complete.
oh, it was a long way there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm babbling. That's an interesting configuration, isn't it? Kind of pretty. Let's see how far this one is. I can get it from here. It doesn't feel center. I mean, I would assume that the cursor in the middle of my screen, the half or the arc of a circle on the top there in orange, is centered because it's in the center-ish of the HUD, right? I'm assuming it's not offset, but it doesn't feel like that is center. There's my boy co-pilot. Hi, Mickey boy. How are you? You just jump right up on my head. You be a good boy. Yeah. Don't chew the microphone. Don't you have a seat? Don't you seat? Have a seat, buddy. Yeah, he's a good buddy. He's a good bud. Yes, he is. What you doing? What you doing, monkey butt? Oh. What you doing, huh? Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you have a seat? Not on my head. You're such a goof. Come on, turn around. You are such a kitty. You are such a kitty. Such a goofy boy. Such a goofy kitty. Here, turn around. Oh, there you go. Oh, isn't that better? Isn't that better? Yeah. And the last one, I think might be too far out. Wait, it's this here. I got that. I got that. I got that. I need that. And now it's gonna be like 1,000,000 light years out or something, light seconds out. Right, buddy? Yeah. Well, that's in range. I'll be there momentarily. What's with the purse? What's with the purse, huh? Oh, he's all purr. Pet me, yeah. Don't chew the microphone. Don't chew that. You're a good boy, Mickey. Yeah, he's a good puss. He's a good puss. Don't see me. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You're a skinny cat. You know that, buddy? Yes, you are. Yes. Well, that's where that goes with a zip zop and a zibbly zoop.
Frameshift drive charging.
Gauge. Friendship drive.
Out exploring again?
Out exploring again, indeed. I'm actually on my way back to Kamatahenu now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe 20 jumps out, something like that. Nah, it's less than that now. It's closer to like 15, I think. And, oof, cat just jumped off my chest. Let's see here. 15 jumps to cartilage. Yeah. Put a new fuel scoop on. Basically fly past the star and it sucks it in. Did I ding the system already? I must if I see planets out there. Maybe not. Nope, sure did not. Those would just happen to be in my sights. Let's see what we got. And it is pre-found, so I'm not going to find anything good new.
Did you try out the Chieftain yet?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, I have a Chieftain rigged for, well, it's a combat vehicle. It has 3 dedicated military slots in the options. I like it. It's an awesome little vehicle. The canopy's a little weak. Like, it takes a lot of damage. Shows a lot of damage early, cracks and stuff. I've got mine set up with like 2 different setups. One is for like, maybe PvPing or like bounty hunting, whatever. And then I also bought kitted it out for Thargoid hunting, and with them being like right on the frickin' bubble, maybe I better start thinking about helping. So I kitted it out with that, but then I'm like, I don't have any I don't want to go deal with fighting them there. I need them to come to me. So I'm lazy in that regard, because that ship has no jump range. Did I look at this system already? I'm busy yammering and not paying any attention to what I'm doing here.
The Chieftain is pretty cheap, my favorite part.
Yeah, cheap is good. And it only, cheap rebuy too. Like, 5 million, I think, for my, I think it's fully A-rated. Well, it is fully A-rated, but it's just not engineered yet. Just the FSD's been engineered. I think I got a 23 light year jump range on it. It's my third most powerful of my level 5 jump drives that I engineered back with the old system. This one I redid. The old system had it at 44.3, I think it was. Whoa, let me pull back on that, 'cause there's another star right the fuck there. My new jump range is 47.6. Well, after I fuel, it'll be around 47, which I'm like, damn. Basically an extra 4, almost 5 light years.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright. Let's see what let me do that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Yeah, 47.14. So 47 square, Let's see, just a couple of suns.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oops, I'm drifting. I'm over here looking at my cat. Not paying attention to my.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I was lamenting the screwed up thruster. I don't know if what you use to fly or not, but I use a HOTUS, and the thrust does not reset back to zero. Like I have it set back to zero right now. I'll enter the system, and I'm at full throttle. So you gotta tickle it to get it to reset. Kind of a pain in the ass.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I use the controller. I don't need a HOTUS.
4,
Yeah, I like my HOTUS.
2,
Um,
1.
I was used to it from when I was doing it on PC, just the joystick part, not the throttle. But with the addition of the throttle, I very much, I like it better than the PS4 controller or Xbox controller or whatever like that. But I don't know if that throttle thing is indicative of do you see what I'm talking about there? Where when I jump in, okay, so I'm at full throttle right now, right? Let me check the system real quick. Hold on. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, actually, I just found an Earth-like world. Okay, never mind about throttles and other bullshit. Fuck it, I don't care.
Yay, I see it.
Yep. Okay, that'll work. That made the whole trip, I guess, worth it.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so when I'm jumping, I pull back like normal, and normally I jump into the system with no thrust, right? No throttle. Am I gonna crash? Wasn't paying any damn attention. Because I come in with no thrust because I set my throttle to zero. Now I set it to zero, and I'm at full throttle when I enter the system, even though I'm not. My controls aren't. So I think it's a bug.
I'd like the system name. I'll let you keep your name on it. Lol.
Well, you'd have to get out here first and come find it, and then get back faster than I do. So to claim it, I mean, yeah, there's an Earth-like. This is my first find of an Earth-like since the upgrade, and I can't tell. I think they said they improved the Earth-like textures. To me, it looks pretty much the same. No, I guess there's more separation, more bump mapping, I guess is what the... Interesting. So, new Earth-like. Means I gotta take a picture, so... Hold on. Two, actually. I need one to
Still
record this. Oops. Having problems with my controls today. There we go. Come on, you son of a gun. Because I keep running out of bookmarks. I can't bookmark them anymore to keep it as
bookmark
a
the
reference.
system pretty close to the bubble.
Yep. I'm not that far from the bubble. You're right. I mean, Carthage is 11 jumps away, so not that far.
You have your name on it.
Oh yeah, I will. I mean, I just have to get back, you know. That'll be in the next 15 minutes, less than that. Matter of fact, I may just stop at the first station I see. It's not worth that. I want to take this data back for specific finds or dumps or whatever you want to call it. Do something like this, and then I'm gonna run because jittery fucking controls. I'll be happy to flop out for a higher quality controller when I switch to PC. That's like a month away now. I got my income tax check. It's enough to cover a new PC, but not enough for the Oculus yet. And so as soon as I've got enough for the Oculus, a couple of weeks, I'll be jumping ship to the PC. I'll still be recording video, but I have to restart character because they don't let you move from PC or PlayStation to PC. As I understand it, though, I can have a wealth transfer, just credits. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I might do that just enough to jumpstart a new ship in the new and, like, say I got robbed or something, you know, and because I'm not going to be the same character. I'm going to be the same as far as role-playing goes.
I see you're following the asp in front of things rule.
Yeah, always. Always shooting with my asp in front of things, yep. I like a nice fat asp in front of things. Let's see here. What am I doing? I need to do this. Was there anything else here that I want to get while I'm here, other than the sun? That's a rock. Everything else here is just rocks. Kind of pretty, but not worth going that far out for. So let me get the sun. And I'll jump this shit out of here. Sun, we need a star. Kind of funny. Just take just the Earth like. Screw the primary. Just go. Let's see here. I need to do this.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's my planet. Say sayonara, Mr. Earthlake. See you on the flip side. That's kind of fucking cool right there.
I'm surprised nobody found this yet.
I am kind of surprised too.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But there's, you know, there's a lot of stars right near the bubble that have not been found. There's thousands of them, I'm sure. Supposedly, humans have visited only 3 zeros after the decimal point. So 0.003%. Not even 1%, 0.003% of the total stars in the galaxy.
Considering how close to the bubble it.
That's interesting.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I don't know if I'm still transmitting or what.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think I'm still transmitting. Oh, there you are. Oh, for a moment there it said 0 people were logged in. That was weird.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, yeah, surprising this close to the bubble to find an Earth-like. I mean, I gotta be under 700 light years
Fuel
now.
scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
This one's found, but there's an Earth-like again. That's a piece of rock right there, but I'm 90% sure that's an Earth-like. I'd call that an Earth-like. I'm gonna scan it just for the data because it's here. Somebody else has first on it though. What's up, pussycat? What are you being all spastic about? Pay attention, dude. Smash that fucking planet. Earth-like world. See, another one right there. Somebody's already found it, though. That's the thing with that one, right? Yep. Let's see.
Cannot comply.
Oops, what am I doing? It's twice now I've done that.
Frameshift drive charging.
9 jumps to home, so 300 light years. Less than that.
Ready to engage.
Oh. Not paying any damn attention to where I'm pointing. I'm just babbling on and on.
2, 1,
I'm just sitting at site. It's an anarchy-fed system.
What are you doing there?
fuel scooping.
Anarchy fed system.
Fuel scooping complete.
Killing pirates.
Ah, there you go. Cool. Killing pirates is fun.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, coughs. Excuse me. What, pussycat? What are you singing about?
It's high-tech to a good home.
3, 2, 1,
Anarchy high tech? That's interesting. Not gonna get any fuel out of that. Let's see what else is.
Some resource zones too.
That works.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, pussycat.
Four, three, two, one.
I'm not far from the bubble right now. I mean, 2 jumps probably. It'll start saying low security.
Fuel scooping.
Slow down and drink up here. I wasn't paying any attention, just kind of riding it. And
Fuel scooping complete.
got a couple of jumps out there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frame shift drive charging. Oh, you're bringing a toy to play with. Okay.
Four, three, two,
So what is your favorite ship?
Really didn't understand what you just... Totally didn't even understand what you just said, and I don't have my phone with me to look at the chat log, so it won't help to retype what exact words you just said. But if you could rephrase it.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
What you doing, pussycat? Here.
What is your most favorite ship?
Asp Explorer, hands down. Second favorite is Diamondback Explorer. Third, I think,
Ready to engage.
is the Imperial Courier
4, 3,
for combat.
1.
Fourth would be Imperial Eagle, same reason. And then probably Clipper. Don't have a Corvette yet, or Cutter, whatever. I'm not that high enough in rank yet. I'm sure I'll love the Cutter when I get one. I don't look forward to the costs of maintaining
You have
it.
an interesting liking.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, the ASP, because it's gotten me out to all over the place. It's got, like, the thing about the ASP over the Diamond, they're real close. Diamondback Explorer and the ASP is that I could fit more modules in the ASP. The Diamondback Explorer has a longer, this same drive in the Diamondback Explorer had over 60 light years. 60 light years, and it's 47 here. I almost decided to just stick it in the Diamondback and just do with that, but I want to have my scooter with me, SRV, and I need to have a repair thing. Repair
Don't
module.
forget the mem.
Don't forget the
3, 2, 1.
mem. I'm not sure what it said. The voice thing is failing me today because I'm not understanding half the words that it's saying. The chief... Again, it muttered something at me. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's the stupid voice synthesizer and my apparent inability to hear it correctly.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Let's see where we are. Yeah, I'm expecting everything to be
Lol.
found. LOL. Because, there's the bubble. I'm sure next jump or something will be in the bubble, because I'm like 5 jumps away, 4 jumps away, 3 jumps away from fucking Carthage.
Frameshift drive
So.
charging. Four, 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing, kitty? Mean crazy?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Is there anything in a Johnny that I want?
Frameshift drive charging.
That's my first one with security, so here we go. That's the bubble then. And from there, I'm 2 jumps. Interesting.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
Who are you pledged to?
The Emperor.
Fuel scooping complete.
I need to go somewhere other than Carthage, though. I have to find somewhere where I'm not.
Which emperor?
The only Emperor, Arissa Lavinia Duval. The only Emperor that exists. Everybody else is not an Emperor. There's some other, like President or whatever, senators. There's senators in the Empire. There's other senators. My father's a senator. In character, if you were being, if I keep to the character, my character's father is a senator. What are you doing, cat? Jesus Christ.
Frameshift drive charging.
Apparently I need to log off soon and go play with my cat before he tears the place apart. What was I saying? I was saying, oh, I'm a senator's son.
4,
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Not in real life.
I was pledged to her, but I have a friend that's fed.
Yeah, I chose Imperial long ago because I like the cut of their jib.
So I unpledged.
Yeah, that happens, I've never pledged to anybody else just to, why am I pinging Carthage? That's so funny.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Because I'm not in Carthage. I mean, where am I? I went somewhere else. I went to some random place that had a port that I thought I might not have. Yeah, I don't even care what system name is. Something Imperial that's going to have an Imperial reputation and influence gained by dropping this data. I don't think I ever want to deal with you, sir. Here's the cruise ship. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Just gonna visit the local systems around here, stations, and drop off my data, and then I'm gonna log. Probably go play with my kitties and grab some dinner. I don't even know what time it is. It's already 8 o'clock, so yeah, I probably won't be back tonight even. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Really? That's interesting. Come on in and play with them. Come on, Mr. Pirate that just tried to fucking interdict me. You want to dick with station security? Fuck you. Too funny. I wonder if that was a person.
Permission granted. Please make your way to landing pad 2-3.
Landing gear deployed.
Understandable, you play with your kitty.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if that was a human that just tried to do that to me, or if that was a NPC pirate. You did see me just get interdicted, right? Wasn't imagining that. just as I went out of system. Out of Super Cruiser, I mean. Up there.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so too.
We thank commanders for their promptness in traversing the airlock of this facility, leaving the flight corridor unobstructed.
Oh, weird.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you a pleasant and productive visit,
I've seen
Commander.
it before. The pirate doesn't jump out with you.
Gotcha. Let's see, they're friendly with me already, so I'm not going to drop all my data. I wonder how many pages I have. Not that much, because was only one night trip. That's 6 mil, give or take. 1 page. Two pages. I didn't see a total on that one though. At least 3 pages, at least 4 pages. This one's minor, 127. Yeah. So let's, whoops, shit. Let's see what selling the last one, the smallest one, does here. Okay, then, so, not a bad haul, 20-something mil. Let's go with this one here. Does that give me the ally?
Incoming message.
There's the Earth flag. $18 new things on that run, on that selling of data. How do you like me now? Come on. What the hell's with the standby bullshit? That was interesting. You're still neutral with me. Interesting. No, friendly. Okay, let's sell one more page here. I mean, it all goes to the Empire, so that's what I want to get. Building allies, you know. I don't know what those were that are worth so much. 200,000 there. I think they might be terraformable. It didn't push me above friendly?
Well, I'm going to leave. See ya 07.
07 to you as well. Have a good one. Just friendly. How interesting. Hmm. It's interesting.
Landing gear
Landing
retracted.
coupler disengaged. You may proceed when ready.
For the safety of residents and guests using this facility, we could visit nearby parishes.
Frameshift drive charging.
Speed restrictions lifted. Safe travel, Commander.
There I am, ally now. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, why did I even do it that way?
Recon 528. Please note this station is under Imperial sovereignty. All regulations must be observed during docking procedures. Your docking request has been approved. We have prepared for your arrival on pad 2-2.
Landing gear deployed.
Hey, buddy. What's my pussycat doing, huh?
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Hey, buddy. Yep, just as I'm landing. Yep, you got a knack for that, pal. Jump right on my lap. Pushing on the thruster just as I fucking... Have a seat. Have a seat, pal. Yeah. I'll pitch in just a fraction of a second here. Hey, you good boy. Hi. Thank you for being patient with Daddy while he lands. Thank you for
Docking
being
complete.
patient.
Lockdown procedure initiated.
Good baby.
We are glad to have you
Oh,
with
yeah,
us in
good
this
kitty.
station, Commander.
Yes. You're a good boy. Okay, I'm gonna sign out. And I will be back probably later.